Crypto millionaires are getting even richer by following this one strategy they continually use that 99% of people don't even know they're doing. In this video, I'm going to share the strategy that they're using and how you can use it too. Now, if you're like me and mostly everyone else in crypto, I'm pretty sure you've either lost money, broken even, or have barely made a 2 to 3x on any coin. Nothing like these 50 to 100x's that all these other YouTubers are doing and talking about. So what is the reason for this? So the first reason I'm going to explain is that 99% of people put money into coins that are already way too large to put in these crazy returns. So let me give you guys an example. This is Farcoin. Yes, I know Farcoin, but a lot of YouTubers have posted 50 to 100x's already in this coin. However, Farcoin is literally at a $930 million market cap right now. So the problem is, well, let's look at the all-time high for Farcoin, which is literally around a $2.4 billion market cap. Right now, if you were to put money into Farcoin as it's starting to go back up and people are going to talk about it, to get back to its all-time high is only little over a 2x, so nothing crazy. However, this coin is now getting a lot of hype because it's going up and YouTubers are talking about all the gains that they've made, and 99% of people that weren't in it before now put their money in for only to get a 2 to 3x on the coin, even if it goes back up to its all-time high. So what you need to understand about this is that when these YouTubers talk about all these crazy gains, the coin has pretty much put in its greatest return already. So there's only two things that's going to happen when you put your money in here. Is one, if you enter at a $900 million market cap and you get a 2 to 3x, well, I'm sure you're probably not going to sell because you're waiting for those 50 to 100x's or even a 10x on your money. And you not selling, well, there are other people that have literally put in money down here or early on, and what happens when they get those returns of 10 to 20x's or even greater? Well, they're going to pull their money out. So while you wait for those 10, 20, 30, 40x's to come out, well, people that have had money in them earlier are pulling profits, and then what happens? Farcoin goes back down and you just watch your 2 to 3x now turn into barely breaking even or eventually losing money on a coin that's literally almost at $1 billion market cap. And yeah, this has been a constant cycle in crypto, guys. Most retail users like you and me enter these large coins that are already over hundreds of millions in valuation and market cap and get maybe a 2 to 5x, but you're really looking for that euphoric run up to make a lot of money. It doesn't happen. It goes back down and you end up at a loss or break even, like I've said. So obviously the whole point in this video, how can you avoid this happening to you again, and what type of coins should you be looking for, and what are all these crypto millionaires actually doing where they're still getting these 10 to 50 to 100x's? So first off, you guys should go to CoinMarketCap and it's going to give you a list of the top 100 coins right now. And to be honest, any coin on this list, if you go on it and scroll down, do not expect anything more than a 2 to 10x at most from any coins here. Why? Because all these coins are already so large in valuation. Like if I'm looking on this list, look, number 68 in the world right now is Farcoin, a coin that I just talked about, which is literally almost at $1 billion market cap. This coin is already so big, you may only get like a 2 to 5x, and if you're waiting for more returns, it's going to go back down. So any coin on the top 100, expect very little returns. These coins are usually your more safer bets. Well, nothing is safe in crypto, but your bets where you put money in, it won't drop as much, but you could get like a nice 2 to 5x depending on how much you're looking to get in return. So anything on here, if you're trying to invest in it, do not expect anything crazy. I mean, on CoinMarketCap, you guys can even see the trending coins on Deck Screener, which is what I was just showing you Farcoin on, and look what's #1 trending. Farcoin. So once again, it's a coin that's receiving a lot of hype, that everyone is getting into it really late right now, and everyone that was in Farcoin months ago is really making all the returns on it. So you need to be very careful with these large market cap coins. Honestly, any coin that's over a $100 million market cap, do not expect any crazy return. Why? Because when the coins do put in a 2 to 5x, you're waiting for that euphoric run, and it's just not going to happen, because everyone else that has already been in these coins are taking profits and using you as exit liquidity. Basically, they're just taking your money from the pool of money that has been put into these coins. So what coins should you be looking for those 10 to 100x returns? Well, you need to be looking for low market cap coins, usually between $20 to $50 million market cap valuation. Even if it's under $100 million market cap, it still could do very well, but not as great as some of these smaller coins. And the way that all these crypto millionaires are doing this is by finding beta plays to larger coins. So for example, let's take a look at Base Farcoin. This is simply a beta play to Farcoin. And what's the market cap of this coin? Literally $44 million market cap. So to be honest, for this coin to reach the valuation of its base coin, which is Farcoin, it would have to put in a crazy return. So in fact, Base Farcoin to reach level of Farcoin would literally have to put in over a 20x plus just to reach that level. So this is why the beta plays to these other coins is where people that have made money with coins like Farcoin then take their profits, put it into a smaller coin like Base Farcoin, get another 20, 30, 40x, post about it, and then everyone gets in too late once again. Now let's take a look at some other examples. Pepe is already a super popular meme coin. It has reached a valuation of over a 10 billion plus market cap. We have seen Pepe been listed on Robinhood, Coinbase, and all these tier 1 central exchange listings. However, once you get into Pepe, do not expect these crazy 51-100 turns. You are really playing with fire if you do that. Instead, you need to be looking for the beta plays of Pepe. So a coin where you actually might get those 50 to 100x returns would be Landwolf, which is in the Boys Club beta train. So Pepe is the king of the Boys Club, and then the smallest one is Wolf. Now Wolf is literally only at a $26 million market cap. So that is a 10x to get to a $250 million market cap, and to get to a $2.5 billion market cap, that is a 100x for Wolf. A $2.5 billion market cap is literally smaller than where Pepe is right now. So these are the beta plays and smaller, lower cap coins where people are getting these crazy returns, because people are going to take their profits from Pepe, rotate them into Brett, take the profit from Brett, rotate them into Wolf, and then continuously get these 50 to 100x returns. Another coin in the boys beta train is Andy. So Andy is another small, lower market cap coin as well, which is literally around $40 million market cap right now. So another thing that you guys need to take into consideration with these coins, obviously if Andy goes to a $4 billion market cap, that's a 100x for you. But you need to be realistic with yourself. Once this coin gets to like a $400 million market cap, now that's a 10x. If you make a 10x on this coin, you need to be happy with that and at least take some profits with however much you have gained if you're getting in at these levels. Because like I said, once those coins get into the $500 million to $1 billion market cap range, people like to take profits. So if you are waiting for that 100x, which could potentially come, well, you might not actually get there. So just make sure you take some profits. Like I always tell you guys in all my videos, just leave a moon bag. So at least some of what you put in could still get to those levels. But if you get a 5, 10, 15, 20x, those are still great returns, guys. So you still need to be happy with that. So another strategy for finding beta plays that aren't directly related to the coins themselves is one that I've actually found from Crypto Dan, and one that he has made millions of dollars on finding these low market cap coins. So what is this method? So first we need to talk about Toshi, which actually I made a whole nother video on Toshi, which I literally sold down here and missed a clean 20x on Toshi. But anyway, this was a coin that Crypto Dan talked about for literally over a year long, waited, and then made hundreds of thousands of dollars on this coin. So obviously Toshi has already put in some crazy returns. It's at a $150 million market cap, but there is another coin that is essentially a beta play to Toshi that is still super low right now. So New is a meme coin on the Abstract chain. Abstract is a new layer 2 chain, very similar to Base chain. So Crypto Dan's theory behind New as a beta play, well, let's talk about Toshi. So Toshi was one of the first meme coins on the Base chain, and Base is a layer 2 network. So Crypto Dan recognized early that Base was going to receive a lot of volume and mass users to come, so he got into Toshi literally at like a $2 million market cap. And well, what happened? Toshi is one of the first meme coins on that chain. It was almost a bet on Base itself rather than Toshi. Base went off, Toshi was one of the meme coins, and Toshi went crazy. Now Abstract is a newer chain, and actually the person behind Abstract is Luke Belmar. Who is Luke Belmar? Well, you have to do some research if you don't know who he is. He is actually the CEO and creator of Pudgy Penguins and the meme coin Pengu. So he's in charge of this chain. Basically putting a bet on Newt, which is one of the only meme coins right now on Abstract, is really putting a bet on Abstract chain to have a lot of volume come into it and attract a lot of users. This is something Crypto Dan has talked about. So I think Newt is a direct betted play to Toshi in that aspect. So in his crypto group, talked about Newt back at around like a $2 million market cap, which is, you can see this little green candle here. Well, big green candle if I zoomed in on it, which is where a lot of people got in. But Newt is still really small, guys, at $60 million market cap. I mean, if Abstract starts to onboard a lot of users and Luke knows what he's doing, which I think that he should know what he's doing as a creator of Pudgy Penguins, I think that Newt could be another coin that puts in these crazy returns. So other coins that you should be looking for in that $20 to $50 million market cap range are coins that are on tier 1 central exchange listings. So KeyCat actually has a listing on Coinbase. This just makes it the path of the least resistance for the average person to come into crypto and buy it. There's no swapping for this coin. There's no downloading 3 different wallets, going on a decentralized exchange and swapping for it. All you need to do is download the Coinbase app and you can go and buy KeyCat straight up. For the path of least resistance with a $30 million market cap meme coin is very low. So I do think coins with these tier 1 central exchange listings, whether it be Binance, Coinbase, Robinhood, are good buys when they're this low. What you guys also need to understand is that when you get into coins that are between a $20 to $50 million market cap range, they are very risky, which is why you can't just go willy-nilly picking random coins in that range. You need to specifically pick coins that have a path where you can actually come up with a thesis of it going 10, 20, 30x. Like I said, these beta play coins, whether it be directly related to a coin or maybe a new chain that could resemble an old coin that did something on a different chain that was newer in the past, these are types of plays where you can go and find these coins. And this is what other crypto millionaires on YouTube are doing and showing you guys. So just be careful, because those large market cap coins like Farcoin, when you guys get into them at a $900 million market cap, you may be looking at a 2 to 5x max. Then you wait for that euphoric run. It doesn't happen. So maybe you break even, or if it goes down, you end up losing money. You guys need to be very careful with who you're listening to, and you have to understand what you're doing before you go and invest in these coins, because crypto is very risky, and if you don't know what you're doing, you're just going to lose all your money. I also have a free Discord. I'll leave the link in the description below for that. You guys can go and join that. I leave market analysis on there all the time. If you're looking for a paid group, I do recommend Champs Only. You will get 10x the value when you guys join that group. They have so much going on. I do think for a beginner, it's great to get in a group like that. We'll have an affiliate link down below for that as well. Also, if you're not on crypto Twitter, you need to get on crypto Twitter, and I will also have a link for my Twitter down below, so make sure you guys go follow me on that. I do leave daily alpha on there to stay up to date with the market. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment if you have any questions, and I will answer them. And as always, I will see you in the next one.